Quest fans!
It's the agents of Beastgrave!
And we're back once more outside of the Mirrored City,
Yes, we
inside, I'll say the Varanspire,
Beastgrave.
but it's not. We're in the Beastgrave, yes.
Big mountain, big
mountain.
hole in it,
yeah,
eating
it's
things.
the
All that kind of
Varanspire,
stuff.
sounds like it should be a mountain. Anyway,
Kind of does, but yeah, we go. Well, we're not there.
No,
we're in the
we're in Gur.
We're in Gur.
We're getting beastie.
Gur.
And tonight we've got the ghoulies out.
Yep.
Yes.
Pete Ghoulies away.
The Flesh Eater Courts are here. We are going to play just for you guys. I say it tonight. It's probably going out Saturday morning. Just for you guys, the Grymwatch.
Yep.
And we're going to be playing the Grashrak's Despoilers, I believe. I'm taking on the Flesh Eaters for this one, and you are taking on the Despoilers.
Yes.
Because that suits our character. I'm a Flesh Eater. He's a Despoiler.
Ooh, and we're going to be playing with just the faction cards. So we're going to try this with all the new warbands that come out. Faction cards versus faction cards.
Absolutely, mainly because I really, really want this to become a thing.
I do.
Faction games, and somebody was commenting today how they've kind of fallen a little bit out of love with the game because they were chasing cards that they liked, and now they've been rotated out. And I think it'll be a really strong scene of people just playing the faction boxes, because I think that will be really good for the game. So we hope they're good matchups. We're loving the look of the Flesh Eater Courts cards.
Oh yes,
can't wait to see some of their tricks.
If maybe not the models, but at least the cards.
The models are a pig to put together. I haven't said that in any of my opening things with other videos that we've done, that I put them together just before this, and it was a nightmare. One of them in particular, I'm not sure the instructions are right, but maybe I'm just decreting. It's one of the two. I'm not very good at putting models together, but I have to say these are the hardest I've done.
And they're meant to be push fit.
They do push fit.
Yeah,
but I just found them difficult. And somebody said that they had trouble with the hunt. I think it was pushing the pegs into the bases, and I had real troubles with that. So they were hard for me to do. I say it may just be my incompetence, but let us know if you found it difficult when you get yours.
So we shall see you in the Beastgrave.
Bye.
Hello.
And so here we are, and we've set up, and I lost the roll off again.
Surprisingly.
And Pete chose to place the board first, which meant I got to
put this one down.
We're playing with the Beastgrave boards, which we'll probably do for all of the faction-specific matchups to kind of simulate, if you like, if you've only recently joined the game and you just want to play with your warband and the core set.
Anybody who's brand new to Beastgrave, they might not have all the other boards, and to be frank, it does my head in trying to work out half the time. Plus, you guys aren't here for the most tactically nuanced of approaches.
No, anyway.
No, I'm not.
And actually, from an enjoyment perspective, which board you pick doesn't really make a massive difference, I don't think.
I'm sure a purist would say that, the board is everything, and if you don't have the right board, you're never going to win. And that's probably true if you're after tournaments, but we ain't after tournaments right now.
No.
So here we go. We've placed the objectives down. I obviously had to place first, and I've got 2, 4 and 3 over on my side. Robin has
1 and 5.
And I've got 1 lethal hex here next to this other one, and I put my lethal hex over there on Robin's side. So that's going to be interesting. That should hot things up a little bit. So now we've got to roll. Now we've got to roll to see who sets up first. Now you have 7 people to my 6. So it doesn't matter too much, but one of each for me.
One of each for you. I'm looking for 2 crits really, and I don't get them.
You don't get that. Well, that wouldn't have been a bad roll for the most part. You just needed that crit, which you didn't get. So I will let you place a model first. And I will still finish setting up first anyway, so it makes not a lot of odds.
No, okay. And I'm now in the new warband zone. I've actually no idea what anybody does, or who's good and who's bad, and what to do, and who am I.
And what year is this, and who's the president?
Exactly. So I'm going to start with... I'm going to put on the bats move 5, don't they? But they're rubbish. But
you have got to put someone right in the backfield, so you have to bear that in mind once you've got a 7-fighter warband.
Yeah, you have got to put somebody at the back. I'm actually going to put the bats here.
Ooh.
That might be a mistake.
I'm going to put the Sneak right over the back there, or over the side there, I should say.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to put the Gristlewell. Yeah, these butcher's hooks.
Ooh,
no, that's not Gristlewell at all. That's the Royal Butcher.
The Royal Butcher.
I was reading Gristlewell's card while placing the Royal Butcher.
It's not how it works, Robin.
Yeah,
I'm going to put Gnarl over the back here.
Okay.
Gnarl, I think I've decided, is the rubbishest of all the beastmen.
All of these are pretty crap. I'm going to put Gristlewell this time here.
Okay. I'm going to put Ushcore right next to those two lethal hexes. Ushcore, go and die.
Master Talon is going to go there next to the lethal hex.
Ooh. I'm going to put Morgoth Halfhorn there.
I regret this. I'm going to put Valric there.
Ooh. Grashrak there.
Okay, so I'm going to put another Crypt Ghoul there.
And Draknar is going there.
Okay, and then the boss is going to go here. So that's Duke Crackmarrow.
Duke Crackmarrow.
I kind of feel like you ought to. You've played a few games with these guys now. You kind of know how they work. I've got no clue how to use them.
That's never stopped you winning before.
Well, I know, but we'll see. We're having no clue. We'll see how we get on.
So. Okay, so now we're going to roll to see who gets to choose who goes first. And I get +1 crit, so you may as well roll, Robin, and see if you save me the effort, basically.
I do not.
Oh, you do not. So it's up to me to choose. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to charge with Ushcore. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. And he's going to shoot at your dude with the massive club. Oh, there's a crit. So that is
Single dodge
time. Oh, it's another crit. I'll see your crit and I'll just meet it. I won't raise it. Okay, there we go.
So you can push me back if you want to.
I will. I'll push you backwards towards the lethal hex, please. And that's it. I've got nothing in my power step.
Okay. I am going to play a ploy. I'm going to play Pack Advance. Choose one or more friendly Crypt Ghouls and push each of them up of the chosen fighters up to 2 hexes. So I'm going to push my butcher boy up to here, and I'm going to push this guy to there, and this one is going to I suppose he's going to follow him up, but he's not. He's actually going to go 1, 2 to there.
Sneaky. I still have nothing to play.
Okay, and then I have nothing else. So I'm going to risk making a charge action with Gristlewell, Great Sword, with his great club. Why is he called Great Sword? He's got a great club. 1, 2 to there.
Oh dear. Ushcore, I think you're about to get smashed in the face.
He's not that great, so that is a charge action. But he's not that great, but he has got supports.
Yeah, single assists already.
Single assist, but it's just 2 swords.
Ooh, okay.
There's a crit.
There is a crit there. So Ushcore, I need to do a crit now. Come on. Oh
no, so that's 3 damage.
Ow. Blah.
And I'm going to play a reaction to that. I'm going to play Horrifying Spectacle. Play this during an attack action or gambit that has dealt enough damage to an enemy fighter to take it out of action before removing the fighter from the battlefield. All friendly fighters adjacent to that fighter are inspired.
Ow.
So I've inspired
So both your
butcher and
the baker,
the baker and the great club, the great sword. The butcher now has 4 swords and ensnare.
4 swords?
Yes. Exactly that.
There's your glory.
Oh, thank you. So I have actually scored a card.
Ooh.
Shifting Madness. Score this immediately as a surge card after an activation if your warband holds the objective with the same number as the current round.
Nice.
E.g. objective 1 in the first round.
Nice.
It's my new favourite card. I've scored it on my my first go.
Oh, nice.
Very exciting.
Done.
So yeah, the little push onto there does now score me.
You're a bit SOL otherwise because I've got 2 and 3 right.
Yeah,
back
again,
here, so.
exactly. Yeah. Just for work. Pointing out that it is at the end of an activation, so I couldn't have scored it when I did it.
Yes, because that push was in a power step.
Phase, yeah, so I just thought that's worth highlighting there. So that's another glory, please, and a new card for me. Okay, so I'm not going to play any of my glory cards at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to play Bull Charge.
Ooh, okay.
So that is first attack action made by a friendly fighter as part of a charge action. In the next activation, has an innate sword.
Called it Shadespire. Did a analysis of that card, I think, this week.
Did they?
And said it was good early in the game.
Cool. There we go. Hopefully it will be. Have you got anything else?
I have not.
So for my second activation, I'm going to charge. I'm going to charge the Butcher Boy with Morgoth Halfhorn. Okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And a charge token. Now Morgoth only rolls 2 swords, but he does have an innate sword from Bull Charge.
Okay.
There we go. Sword plus. Oh, nothing else.
So just a sword.
Just 1 sword.
And I get 2 crits for defence. It continues.
So it doesn't matter if I know what I'm doing with my warband. If I can't roll anything,
well, if I keep rolling crits, I feel like I ought to leave.
Yeah, please do. Okay, my power step. Then I've got nothing to do.
So for my second activation, I'm going to attack back with the butcher. who he rolls 4 swords.
Ouch.
4 swords within snare.
Ouch.
But only for 1 damage, you'll be pleased to know.
Not really.
Okay. It's 1 sword. So another sword on this final dice that didn't come through would be quite handy. But it's not.
So just one sword.
Just 1 sword.
But I need a crit anyway because I can't use dodge.
Oh, yes.
Because of ensnare. No.
Oh, okay. So, and I will just push you. Yeah, I'll have to push you back to there.
Into the lethal hex.
Into the lethal hex for 2 damage.
Okay, so for my 3rd activation, I'm going to charge, and I'm going to use Grashrak's ability to give me a reroll. I'm going to charge with Draknar. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to smash you in the face. Or should that be?
Face.
No, it should be. These lot aren't very eloquent. My lot will just go, and your ones go,
It's not going to be a great conversation.
No, not really. Right, so 2 hammers, and I get a reroll. 2 hammers.
2 hammers.
I'm not going to go for the reroll.
Okay.
If you roll another crit, I'll get very sweary. No!
Just a shield, which is no use to me whatsoever. 3 damage, that is enough to kill Gristlewell.
So Gristlewell is out.
Yes.
And I get a glory. And not only that,
You've scored
but I have scored Stampede. Score immediately when a 3rd or subsequent friendly fight makes a charge action. So I pick up another objective. And I get another glory for that. So that's 2 glory for me. And in my power step, I'm not going to play anything right now.
I'm going to play Hunter's Nose on Valric.
Got your nose.
Which add 1 dice to a fighter's attack action that target a quarry, but it also makes each enemy fighter a quarry.
Yeah, yes.
So
all of my fighters are now quarries.
Only from her perspective. Oh no, maybe not.
No, it's just
all
enemy
each
fighters
fighter's
are
a quarry.
a quarry.
Yeah, so yeah.
I remember seeing that and thinking, oh, that could be pretty nasty.
Yeah, so and she does get +1 dice. So for my 3rd activation, I'm just going to attack with her.
Okay, she's going to have a smack at Draknar.
Yeah. Possibly there or there. I could have done something else, maybe. Didn't. Oh no!
The dice have betrayed you. Okay.
Okay, I did make a mistake. I had 2 options, and that it hasn't played out.
So anything in your power step?
No.
I'm going to play Blinding Attack on Grashrak.
Okay.
Which is a 3 sword 1 damage attack with a range of 3. However, if he's adjacent to the enemy, it's +1 damage.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
No, thank you.
Forwards on to my 4th and final go. And I'm going to charge with Grashrak, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Charge token, and he's going to attack with his new blinding attack. So it's 3 swords and 2 damage because I'm adjacent. Oh!
Okay, that's him dead.
Right, the crits have evened out now. Can we have a sensible game now from now on? Right, I've realised I've got 2 tokens on Grashrak now.
Oh yeah.
2 people are dead.
Yeah.
And I get a glory.
You do.
And everybody is inspired.
Wow.
Because 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action. So everyone inspired and another glory for me.
Yeah. It's all gone belly up.
Things are going a little bit better for you. They're still not great.
In your power step, I'm going to play Severed Trophy on Crackmarrow to give him. It's just effectively Tome of Offerings, but it's specific to him.
Nice.
If I do manage to kill your guy with my next attack, then we'll get extra glory.
Nicely done.
Okay, I'm going to, for my 4th and final activation, I'm going to make an attack action with my leader. He's going to attack your guy in the lethal hex.
He has a range of 2.
2 he does, 2 hammers. 1 hammer.
1. So I do need a dodge or a crit. No!
So that's 2 damage.
So that's enough to kill Murgoth. He is dead.
Yeah.
So you get a glory.
So that's 2 glory I get for that.
So you get another glory for
Yep.
his I can't remember what it's called now.
It's called Severed Trophy.
Oh, nice. Okay, power steppings.
I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything either. We are on to the end phase. And I went first. I haven't scored any of my objectives, annoyingly. I'm going to keep one of them. I'm going to keep all of them, actually. I think I'm going to keep them all.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm having similar discussions with myself.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep all of them. I'm going to get rid of weight and numbers, which is a ploy, which is +1 damage if you've got an assist. But you have to be a hunter, and neither of my guys up front are hunters.
Okay, right.
So that's no use at all to me. I'm going to get rid of Dogged Survivor, because that's an upgrade for Korsh.
Right.
And then I'm going to draw up just 4 power cards.
I'm going to do the easy decision. I know it's slightly out of turn. I'm going to throw Right Hand Ghoul away because I can't play it on Gristlewell. Because he's dead. Then I have to decide what to do with my objectives.
Yep.
Because they're all a bit like, sounds like a bit like yours, where they're all sort of scoreable.
Yeah, yeah.
But equally, they could be quite tough to score as well. But I'm going to get rid of Glory of the Court. Score this in end phase if 3 or more surviving friendly fighters are inspired.
Ooh, could be possible, but could be very tough.
I've got to get one of these 2 out of the area, and and
they're both my toughest people.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So I'm going to get rid of that one. So I'm just going to draw 1 new power card, and not power card, 1 new objective card, and 5 new power cards.
So let's roll for round 2 and see who gets to go first. Oh, double crit!
Double crit. No crits.
No crit.
So before you go, I have something to do. I think.
Oh yes, you do.
I've got to do my ghoul muster. At the start of the action phase, this fighter makes the Ghoul Cool action. This is not an activation, so I can make my Ghoul Cool action. I think they should have called it something else other than Ghoul Cool.
Are we going to do a Ghoul Cool?
It's quite hard to say.
I say Ghoul, you say Cool. Ghoul, Ghoul.
Place the scatter token in any hex and roll 1 attack dice to determine a direction. Place 1 friendly crypt ghoul that is out of action in the furthest empty hex from the scatter token in that direction.
Nice.
So I'm going to put the scatter token here.
Interesting. So now you roll a attack dice and we'll see where you end up putting somebody. Oh, single assists.
Single assist.
Goes right the way towards your back edge.
So I'm going to put the butcher's hook here.
I'm going to go first, I think, on reflection. I'm not sure if this is completely the right thing to do or not, but I'm going to go first. So on my first activation, I'm going to make a move action. I'm going to move Gnarl. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Hello, Gnarl.
And I'm going to then play Skirmisher. A reaction play after a friendly fighter's move action, not part of a charge. He can make a range 3+ attack.
Nice.
So I shall do that, and I'll shoot right at the haggy thing there with the lanky hair. So it's 2 dice. Oh, a crit.
So I do need a crit.
It's only 1 damage, but I can push you back into the lethal.
No crit, so you canvas 2 damage on her.
2 damage.
So she's still alive.
I'm not dead. I have realised as well that I got my two guys mixed up. Ushkor is actually the better one, and Gnarl is the worst one, and I sent Ushkor to his death.
Oh no! Did he just do a move?
He did do a move. I have nothing to do with my power step right now.
Okay, I'm not sure this is the right thing to do. It's probably better to play sooner rather than later, although there is a 1/3 chance I can get a completely useless card out of it. I can play Recycled Riches.
Ooh.
Take all the cards from my power deck pile that have the Grymwatch warband symbol, which is all of them, shuffle them face down, then add the top card to your hand. Return the other cards to your power discard pile.
Nice.
Well, it is nice, unless I get Right Hand Ghoul, which I can't use.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it's only a discard. It's not your main deck card. So
yeah.
So you go, Robin. Which one are you going to have?
I'll have the middle one. It's not the really bad one.
Oh no! Now I've got to remember what he had in his deck. Oh, I've got nothing to do in my power step still. That could be really nice if you've just used that one that enables you to bring somebody back.
Yeah,
and then get it
exactly.
and do it again.
Yeah.
But the whole bringing them back mechanic isn't as awesome as I thought it was at first, because there's only 3 of them that can come back, so it's not quite as good as long as if your opponent's clever enough and targets the ones that can't be resurrected.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do anything else in the power step. I'm going to make a charge action in my first activation. I'm going to charge with the nearly dead tracker here. Go 1, 2, 3 to there. He has got a range of attack actually, hasn't he? So that might be a mistake.
Whereas we've got these counters on the board we should have got rid of.
Oh yeah. It might be a mistake to do that, but equally it might not be. so
we won't know until the dice are rolled.
No, so I'm going to roll a 2 sword attack. I get +1 dice because she has got Hunter's Nose on her.
Oh yes.
And that makes you a quarry, and I have got a crit.
So I do need a crit on Draknar. No, I do not get it. One. Just a shield. That is a success, but not the right kind.
The right kind of success, and I will just pop you back to there.
So that's a wound, isn't it?
It's 2 wounds.
Ouch! 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 Into the power step. Do you have anything to play?
I do not.
I'm going to play Trophy Taker on Draknar, which is basically
what I just played.
Tomb of Offerings. Yep.
Yep.
So on to my second activation. And I am going to charge with Draknar. I think I'm going to charge over here. 1. Purely because although she only has 1 wound left, I don't think he's got much longer left to live. So I'm going to use one of Felhuf's tokens as well to give a reroll to him. And it's 3 swords, 3 damage with cleave.
Wow.
1 sword, and I can reroll 1. And I get...
unstoppable.
So dedicated. And 2 glory for me for that one, thanks to Trophy Taker. And nothing in my power step.
I am going to play Pack Advance, which I picked up when I did my swap, and choose 1 or more friendly criticals and push each of them up to 2 hexes. So I'm going to push 1, 2 to there, and 1, 2 to there through the lethal hex.
It does take a lethal
It does
hex
take a damage. Yeah, which is that's the one with the one that was a bit like Gollum.
Don't take this from us.
Exactly.
The precious. What's Titan's precious?
So, have you got anything else to pass it?
I've got
I'm
nothing
going to play
to play.
Heroic Vision on Crackmarrow, which is +1 dice to his range 1 and 2 attack actions.
Ouchie.
And then in my second activation, I'm going to attack with him. You may have seen that coming.
Maybe, yeah.
So it's three hammers with single and double assists.
Cool.
It's only cool if I hit. Oh, it's a single and double assist and a hammer.
So
That's
I
a
do
crit.
need a crit, or Draknar is out of it. No. So you get a glory for that one?
I get 2.
2, in fact, yes.
It's got Severed Trophy on it.
Oh,
Score this immediately when an enemy fighter is taken out of action in your territory.
nice.
So that's
Another Savage.
another
And another glory for that.
yeah.
So 3 glory. I'm going to play Savage Bolt on Felhuf,
That's spell attack.
which gives him his spell attack, yes. And then on my third activation, I am going to shoot with him. So I might as well target the guy who's already taken a wound, because I can kill him. Because we've got 1 wound
This
left,
guy
haven't
here,
we?
yep. In fact, you only need to get a tie, and you'll push him back into the lethal.
That's a good point, yeah. So here we go, 2 spell dice. 1 damage, 2 on a crit. Swirly. And another swirly.
So you do need a crit.
Do you need a crit to save yourself? No.
So he is dead.
He's out of it. And I get another glory.
And that was Master Talon.
So another glory for me, but nothing in my power.
I am going to play Strident Summons. A friendly Crackmarrow makes the Ghoul Call action. So I'm going to make the Ghoul Call action.
Oh, so you're going to call someone back?
Yeah, I'm going to call Master Talon back if I can. Okay, yes, so I want to kind of get it down here, so I'm going to put it over here.
Okay.
Can you see what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
And I got a
Oh,
single assist.
possibly the worst one. So it comes on here.
Ho ho, bloody
If you
ho!
wanted it in the corner, you should have really put it like there or there, maybe. But I don't know. So you're there. Could be worse.
It's not too bad.
Okay, so it's on to your third activation.
Okay, I'm going to make a charge action in my third activation.
Okay.
I'm going to charge with the Butcher.
Butcher boy.
He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Oh.
So it's 4 swords with ensnare.
Don't like that. Oh.
Double crit.
2 damage.
Just 1 damage.
Oh, just the 1.
Just the 1.
Okay, Noel he's taking a
I'm going
wound.
to push him back to there.
Oh, what could you be doing next turn with him, I wonder? Anything in your power step?
No.
So in your power step, I'm going to play Vile Invaders, which is move 2 friendly hunters, push them to 2 hexes. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to go 1, 2 to there.
Nicely done.
I'm also going to play Blood Taunt on Felhuf, which is choose a friendly fighter. They're dealt 1 damage, so he does take a wound, but they get a guard token and +2 dice for the first attack action made in the next activation.
Nice. A guard token and +2 dice.
Yep. And then on to my 4th turn, and I'm going to shoot with him with his spells, many spells. So he's got 2 normally, plus another
Here comes
2.
the double crit.
Yeah.
Who are you shooting?
I'm going to shoot at him. 1 swirly so far. So I use his ritual token to give me that re-roll, so I can re-roll one of those dice. Oh, Oh no! So 3 lightnings and a swirly. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No crits, which is sort of good for me, but
nothing.
No, so that's a wound on him.
It's a wound. He's down to 1 wound.
Yeah, sadly, I wanted to do 2 wounds. I couldn't decide which way to go. It was either try and kill somebody or go for an objective. I decided to try and kill someone and abjectly failed. So
I have a similar issue.
That's probably cost me the game.
So for my final activation, I'm going to make a charge action with my boss. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And I'm going to roll 3 hammers. And I need supports.
Or hammers.
Yeah, sorry, I have supports.
Ideally,
well. I have supports. Oh, 2 supports. There's no ensnare or anything.
Oh, what a
it's
crit!
great, you
Crit will save me, and you can't even push me back.
I would have got lots of glory if that had gone off.
At least
lots
one.
of glory.
1 dice roll went my way there.
Yeah.
So you get a charge token, and we're into the power step. Do you have anything?
In the power step, I'm just going to pop Aura of Command on Crackmarrow, which basically means if as an action I can choose 2 people who haven't had an action and move them.
Nice. Make a move action.
Yeah, make a move action with them.
Okay, so on to the end phase. And you went first.
I did. I haven't scored anything.
Ooh.
I came very close to scoring one of them and a surge, but unfortunately I did not.
So are you going to get rid of any?
Yeah, I'm going to risk keeping hold of them, all of them.
Ooh. And your power cards?
Power cards, I'm going to get rid of Shattering Impact. Play this after a friendly fighter's attack action. If that fighter has 1 or more upgrades, pick one of their upgrades and one of the target's upgrades. Both cards are discarded.
Yeah, it's a bit rubbish
So
that
I'm not sure it's great. So I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to drop 5 new. I've got 5. So yeah, I'll drop 5 power cards. 5 power cards will keep all of my objectives, which could well be an error.
So over to me, I have scored one of mine. Only one. Survival of the fittest, which is have somebody alive on my side and have 5 people dead.
Ooh.
So I've scored 2 glory for that. Trouble was, I'm going to get rid of Bloodshed, which is scoring an end phase if 3 or more enemy fighters were out of action. That's why I was going to go after the Butcher Boy here, because if I could kill him, that would have given me 2 glory, even if you brought him back. So I'm going to keep my last objective, and I'm going to draw 2 up and 5 power cards.
I have inspired because there are fewer than 2 people in my half as well.
Oh yes, so everybody's inspired.
Everybody's inspired.
So it's 7 plays 8. Grashrak's ahead by 1 right now. So it's time to roll for the 3rd and possibly very vital last round. 2 crits again! Oh, that could be what I need. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed by any stretch though. You got to beat 2 crits.
No crits! 3 hammers.
0 critting.
I assume you're going first.
I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to go first, but I can't work out exactly how I'm going to do this right now. So I'm going to go first, and on my first turn I'm going to make a charge action with Gnarl. I think it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over to there.
Interesting.
And he's going to shoot at your leader.
Okay.
So it's
2 dodge now, my leader.
Yeah. 2 swords. Oh, sword and a crit. That could be very helpful.
Nothing, or just 1 dodge, but that's no good.
1 wound to him, and I'll
One
leave him
wound.
put.
Okay.
And then in the power step, I'm going to play Sorcerer's Trinket on Fellhoof, which basically allows him to re-roll 1 dice in the casting roll each time this fighter attempts to cast a spell.
Okay.
Over to you.
I just need to read my cards.
Pah! Readings for wimps. Anything for you in my power step?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try and cast Devolve, which is, if cast, choose an enemy fighter within 4 hexes. They're dealt 1 damage, and then I can push them 1 hex, up to 1 hex, and it must take you closer to me. So I will target your boss again. No, but I can re-roll 1
Because of lucky trinket.
due to the Sorcerer's Trinket.
Sorcerer's Trinket.
No!
Oh, your dice suck. Did you need a channel for that?
No, I needed a crit.
Oh, I
So
see.
it
Okay,
wasn't,
it's quite hard, isn't it?
guaranteed, but I figured the Sorcerer's Trinket gave me 3 dice effectively to try and get it. But 'twasn't to be. So over to you. Anything for you?
I don't think so.
I'm going to then put the jabbing spear on Korsh, which is
Korsh, this one.
Yeah, over here,
with his
which
jabbing
is
spear.
+1 range to his attack. So he only has a range 1 attack for some reason.
Okay.
Obviously, that spear isn't long enough to be too. He's obviously got the same spear Kirk has, just too short to be a proper spear.
My first activation, I'm going to make. He's got 1 wound left, is that right?
He does, yeah.
I'm going to make a charge action with the bats. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to there.
Gnarl, I think you're in trouble.
Puts 3 swords.
I've only got 1 dodge.
And they've got in snare as well.
Oh,
The crits.
the dice say no.
The dice say no.
All the crits, sadly, not though.
No, sadly not. So, but I am going to play Appalling Visage.
I thought you were going to say appalling dice rolls.
Yeah. Choose 1 friendly fighter and 1 adjacent enemy fighter. Push the chosen enemy fighters up to 2 hexes away from the chosen friendly fighter.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go into there.
So Gnarl bites the dust.
Dum, dum, dum.
Another Gnarl bites the dust. And you get a glory for that.
And I do get a glory for that.
Oh, it's getting close. 8 all. I'm going to play Baying Hatred,
What does that
which
do?
is +1 damage to the first range 1 or 2 attack made by a friendly fighter in the next activation. Because I believe your boss has 3 wounds left.
He has 3 wounds left.
Okay.
I've got very little ways of counteracting and giving me extra wounds. I'm going to pick up my defense dice.
So onto my second activation, I'm going to charge with Grashrak, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have charged.
So I have charged with him. Moo! Now, it's this eternal debate of 2 hammers and 2 damage, or 3 swords and 2 damage. I think 3 swords is still better because the chances of crits increase slightly. And you don't roll shields for your defense.
No.
So I might as well go for the swords because the hammers has cleave, but that doesn't help me at all. Here we go. I hate this game sometimes. I hate it so much.
Whenever you play, is that what you
Yeah, pretty much. Only when I'm playing do I really hate the game.
Okay.
Okay, in the power step then I'm going to play Berserk Bellow.
What does that do?
Choose an enemy fighter adjacent to a friendly fighter and push them up to 1 hex and up to 1 additional hex for each wound taken. So I'm going to shove him backwards 2 onto that lethal hex.
Each wound taken, because he's taken.
Because I've
2
taken 1 on
together.
Fellhoof.
Yeah. Oh, because on
1
you
plus
take it. Oh,
1.
okay. That's
Yeah.
quite, yeah. Quite good if you can get it in the right place. Okay.
Well, if you're right next to someone as well, and you can
Yeah.
push them maybe 3 times, you
Yeah.
can shove them through the lethal hex and back again.
Can you do that?
Yeah, because it's just a
It has
push.
to be in the same direction.
No, it's not. It's not a drive back. It's just a push.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Be good down here.
Yep. Yep. Many lethals.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's done me over now.
Sorry, my second activation, I'm going to use the Aura of Command. Choose 2 other friendly fighters. You cannot choose 2 fighters with any move or charge tokens. Each of the chosen fighters makes a move action.
Wow, that makes you pretty speedy.
And I'm going to go to there and all the way down to there.
So onto your power step. Do you have
Power
anything?
step, I still don't have anything.
Okay. So onto my third activation, I'm going to get rid of a card. I'm going to get rid of an objective because I can't score any of them. I'm going to get rid of Conquerors, which is hold an objective in enemy territory, which I've had for ages and I just can't do that now. And I'm going to draw a new one.
For my third activation, I'm going to make a move action with the Butcher. I'm just going to go 1, 2 to there.
Oh.
And then I'm going to score in the name of the king. Surge. This score is immediately after an activation if your warband holds 3 or more objectives.
Nicely done.
That's worth 2 glory.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So onto your power step, you got anything?
Nope.
Okay, onto my fourth go then. I'm going to draw a power card. And that's not the power card I wanted. I wanted to deploy, and I've got an upgrade. And with that, my game is done.
Okay, I'm just going to count my cards. I don't think I've scored enough. No, I haven't. So I'm going to, for my final turn, I'm going to get rid of an objective. I'm going to get rid of I'm going to get rid of, which doesn't matter, I can't score either of them. I'm going to get rid of Mordant Triumph, which I just picked up. Just score this at end phase if you've scored 5 or more Surge objective cards. So I've only scored 3. So
Yeah.
I'll get rid of that, and then I'll pick up another one, which is another score immediately. So I also can't score it. Half the deck I score immediately,
Nice.
which is good, but not in this stage.
I think there's probably more score immediately bouncing around than there were.
And that's me done. So
Okay.
you can only take 6. So if you play this,
Yeah.
if you're playing this, you're kind of limited on
Yeah.
that card if you're playing it,
You are a
because you have to score 5 of the 6, which is
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. I annoyingly picked up an upgrade at the end, so I couldn't
Okay.
score. And we're on to the end phase, and I went first, and I had Bestial Cunning, which is score immediately if you play your 3rd or subsequent gambit, which is why I was hoping to get a gambit.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't. And the next one was a spell after that, so that wouldn't help me either. And there was an upgrade again. So anyway, it wasn't to be. I then also had Raiders, which is score immediately after an activation of 3 or more friendly fighters in enemy territory. You want that early in the game, not late in the game when everyone's dead. And the last one was Proven Superiority. If I'd have got that one off and killed your boss, because it's a duel, which is your leader's alive and the enemy leader's dead, then that's 2 glory. But
And I would have struggled to. I think I still would have got on the objectives.
Yes, I
Because
think
had
you probably
enough
would
I
have.
had enough move actions.
Yeah.
But it would have been close because I haven't scored very much. I haven't scored Bravely Done because I couldn't quite take somebody out. The time I have to take somebody out with a supporting fighter, and the time I did it, I didn't have the card, and then I missed when I tried to do it later. But I have, and I've got Ghoul Pack, which is I have to have 3 or more friendly fighters adjacent to the same enemy fighter, which again I did do at one stage, but
Yes, but didn't have the card at the time.
And then, but I do score Mouse to Feed. Score this in end phase if there are fewer surviving enemy fighters than there are enemy fighters out of action.
Nicely
Which
done.
is a card I've had that since the beginning. There's a card you really want at the end, but I have scored it now.
It's a bit like a slightly better.
It's a nice card.
Actually, do you want that at the beginning? Because isn't that
No.
more friendly fighters, more enemy
No,
fighters?
you don't
dead?
want it at the beginning. That's what I
No.
said. You want it at the end.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've had it since the beginning.
Oh, I see.
But
Yes, you definitely
I
don't
drew
want that
it,
at the
and then
beginning.
I think you were down to 3 quite quickly, and I thought, well, I can probably get rid of another one, and I missed. I missed to do it.
You're like, no.
I was over here. I would have scored. I missed the attack here.
Yeah.
I would have scored that and the surge for the adjacent thingy. So and I missed. That's when I said I would have scored lots of glory.
Yeah.
I missed it.
So it's 12 plays 8.
Right, okay.
It wasn't the worst thing in the
No.
world. I'm not sure I'm still that fond of the Despoilers deck. They're quite brittle, and a lot of their cards rely on having 3 of things. And if you don't get them out early,
Yeah.
then you might not have the bodies to be able to
Yeah,
score
they
them
are
at all.
brittle, aren't they? I mean, my fighters aren't really that great, but I still managed to kill 4 of you.
Yeah, I did manage to kill 3 of yours, I think. But you kept bringing one back. I think I killed 5 in total, but you brought one back twice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I perhaps did it round the wrong way. I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't really thinking about it properly when I set them up. You kind of
I guess you want the ones that are going to die to be right up front,
yeah.
and then bring all the others up, because you've got a lot of movie sort of
Yeah,
boys
and
and
actually,
stuff
some
like
ways
that.
they're stronger when you can bring them back because you can almost bring them back anywhere.
Yes,
Almost.
if you want them in a corner,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
put it facing
Which I
that
hadn't
corner.
quite appreciated. I kind of just thought you rolled it for the direction.
Yes,
So it was from
yeah.
that's what I thought it was from the guy, and you did it from the direction. So you put it on,
And it effectively
that
picked
way,
a
that
board
way,
edge for
yeah,
you,
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
thing,
But
but
actually,
yes.
you can place the Hexator Hex, so it's much more really good for those objective grabbing ones. 'Cause
Yeah.
you put them right near the objective, and they move pretty fast. So even when it had gone Pete Tong over here and he came over here, he could still reach that
Yeah,
objective.
because they move their 5 move once they're inspired, so
Yeah.
they have a lot of speed on them, so they are
could
really
still reach
good.
that objective. I just in the end, I hadn't noticed it was a surge card, which was silly on me. I elected to try and kill you, and I failed. And so if I'd gone for the surge, it might have come off. But anyway,
Yeah, so Draknar, he's really, really fragile.
Yeah.
He's like Chag, and I think the Despoiler deck doesn't have very much in the way of protecting ploys. So you've got the upgrade, which gives him basically Tomb of Offerings, which is great, but the problem is he's probably going to be dead very quickly, which has happened nearly every game so
Yeah, it
far,
has,
because the
'cause
minute he
yeah.
puts his head up above the parapets,
Yeah.
it just gets knocked off, because you just want to take him out. He is the hardest hitter by far.
I think you've got to go after Crackmarrow with these guys, but it isn't that easy because he moves quite fast. So you can you playing him, you can keep him out of the way.
Yep.
But also he's quite hard to kill. He starts with 4 wounds. And if you don't kill him off, if you don't kill him outright, then you get swamped.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of
Lots of
surrounding-
bodies
and
just
then
appearing.
that starts the glory train going for the
Yeah.
for the
And whilst
for these
they
guys because
might-
they've got lots of glory that they can score with.
And they might hemorrhage a bit of glory from people dying over and over, but I don't think that really matters for you, because you're kind of, these guys seem to be playing the like the Sepulchral Guard game of just
Skaven,
wearing
yeah.
people down, or
Yeah.
Skaven game wearing people down, but you get one back every turn almost.
And
all
because
the time.
they've got positional objectives, in some ways it's almost better not to take them out, because when you've got somebody down over here and he's not doing very much, you kill somebody. I know you wouldn't kill him over here, but you got
can
more.
put him anywhere.
Put him anywhere,
and then suddenly, and they come back. They obviously haven't got any moves or charges or anything like that. And that's really nice.
It is, and also if you, as I say, if you come in to try and kill them and they swamp you, there's a card in there which enables you to inspire everybody who's adjacent to the battle. So you could inadvertently, if they've got the right cards in hand, you could inadvertently end up not killing somebody and then inspiring 3 or 4 of the warband. Because their one thing is the inspiration. I probably should have offset the board one more.
Possibly
I didn't think about it, and then I could have basically put a wall here, which would have made it much harder for you to get in. You've got to get 2 through, which means if you can wall them off, you've got to kill one and then run 2 through the gap, which isn't that easy, especially if you get the right push boys as the whatever these guys are called, the flesh eaters.
The flesh eaters.
Then you can push right up and block people off. It's interesting.
But I will say again, in this game, I like the fact that there's a lot less attacks going on. Everything's not a charge.
No.
You're thinking about when you want to move people. You're going after objectives. I'm just loving this game a lot more than the end of Nightfall.
The position the game is currently in. It'd be interesting to see how it. We have
6 months' time. What's it going to be like?
But also, we haven't bought in any Nightvault warbands yet.
No, that's true.
It'd be interesting to see
how the Nightvaults or the Shadespire warbands are going to cope.
Aggressive, but a lot of the really good aggressive cards have been cycled out, so I'm not sure it will be quite the same. I don't know if you found that. I was trying to do an Auric deck before we got this box. And
it's just trying to find the cards that you think are going to be useful.
To support strong offensive play, and there's not so many.
So here you go, guys. That's the first game down with the Flesh Eater Courts against the Despoilers. I don't like the Spoilers. I like them. I just don't think they're Despoiler deck specific. They don't like me. They do not. Although my dice went terrible in that game, I just don't think the objectives are particularly good for them.
I think the balance of dice was on my side.
Possibly, but then I rolled a fair number of crits.
Yeah, but I got 2. I started off with 2 crits.
True. But I rolled 2 crits later on. I rolled double crits quite often for grabbing turns. So swings and roundabouts there.
You always win the turns. I kind of forget that. Forget that part.
It's going to happen.
You always win the turns.
So do let us know in the comments below if there are any rules we've missed. It's more likely, especially with the Flesh Eater Courts, because they are brand new. And we shall see you soon in the Beastgrave.
Bye.